Flip. And can I say formerly known as Flipgrid?
Yes, because I don't think I'm ever going to stop saying Flipgrid. If I had a nickel for every time I said Flipgrid instead of flip, I might have a little bit of money right now.
Awesome, awesome. So you can take it away.
Yeah, can you see my screen? It says it's sharing, but I don't see it on.
I I can see your screen. Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into Flip. Would love to know in the chat. Let me know your familiarity with Flip. If you've used it before, if you're kind of familiar, would love to know where you are when it comes to Flip. I've been zero. Awesome, Leanna. I hope that I ooh and ah you and you immediately go and get you a free account as soon as this is over. I've been a part of the Flip fam since it was Flipgrid way back in the day when it was a subscription-based tech tool.
Right,
Microsoft
right.
now has acquired it, and it's free for life, which that is right up my price range. We have a colleague of ours, Daryl, who says it's free 95. It's what we want as teachers, right? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Hey, Brittany. All right, so why Flip? What I love about Flip is it puts students in charge of their own learning. It gives them a sense of belonging. It gives them voice and choice in what they are doing. Like adults, students are going to feel valued and respected when any experiences challenge them. It reflects their interests, allows for their voices to be heard. It's super impactful, allows them to be authors of their learning, and it's just all the things. It's a great tool. I love that it's free, and I'm going to show you some cool things about it today. All right, so getting started with Flip. So if Flip is new to you, what is Flip? So Flip, formerly known as Flipgrid, as Stephen said, it's an educational tool that allows teachers to create and manage video discussions in a safe and interactive environment. It's now, like I said, Microsoft is in the Microsoft family, and it's widely used in K-12, even in higher education and beyond that as well. I've seen lots of people use it outside of education too. And like I said, it's absolutely free. So what teachers can do is they can create class discussions. Students can respond with videos. They can then collaborate and communicate back and forth with each other based on your settings. It can also be used as a formative assessment. Now, the slide deck that's here, there are slides that come after slide 3, look just like this. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to jump right into demo mode, but just know you're going to get a link to this deck. I believe, Stephen, right after it's over. And so you'll have those to lean on after today. Okay.
Yes,
So I'm
ma'am.
going to
We
show
will
you.
send
Awesome.
credit and an email tomorrow.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so I'm going to step away from this deck, and like I said, you'll have those slides to support you. If you have any questions, drop those in the chat. Stephen's there to also let me know if I missed anything, but he knows me. I like to always keep my eye on the chat as well, which is why my eyes are going back and forth like this. All right, so I'm going to start by showing you one of my favorite examples of how to use Flip, which is the virtual word wall. I wish I could remember the guy's name, and he's in one of my sessions. I'll have to share that with Stephen so we can give him credit in the email. But he came up with this idea to create a Flip group and topics all about words. So when a student learns a new word in science, math, social studies, they can add it here, and then the other students in the classroom can come on and hear these new words and collaborate and share as well. So this right here that you see, it says virtual word wall. This is what's called the group. Think of the group like a community, okay, like your classroom. Within that group are what's called topics. These are different things to spark conversation. So for example, in my group, which is called Virtual Word Wall, I have 2 topics, science and math. In the science topic, and I don't know if I shared sound, we're about to find out. So this is the topic. It says, did you learn a new science word today? Add it to our virtual word wall. And then there's some instructions included, as well as have fun. And here's an example of what students can create inside Flip. This is my niece, Nancy, and she's going to talk to you all about, I believe, fossil fuels. Can you hear it, Stephen?
No, we can't hear it. Go
Okay.
ahead and reshare it, and then
Reshare.
you can
Okay.
click share sound.
All right.
Should
So
be in
I'm
the
going to
bottom corner of that window.
stop sharing. There we go. Share. Include computer sound. There we go.
Yes.
Look at where it froze on me. It's so funny. All right, I'm going to move you over here. All right, there we go. Okay, let's try this again.
It's basically something that's non-renewable,
We can
like
hear it.
coal, which I have in the corner right here, and shell, I think, natural gas, yeah, and
I won't make you watch the entire thing, but what students can do is they can record themselves on video and they can add all these different pieces to their videos, like images, GIFs or GIFs, text, etc. And there's even more that you can add in here as well. Even if you've got students, and you're going to have students like this that don't want to have their face on camera, you even have the option to only share audio and pictures and text if needed. So this is an example from one of our colleagues, Lori.
Height is the distance between the top and bottom of something. Did you know that a baby giraffe is around 6 feet tall in height whenever it is born?
So you have both of those options when students are creating their videos. So that's just a real quick example, but now let's jump into how you can get started. All right, so once you create your free
Hey, Miss
account,
Amy,
yes.
I want to ask a question to Ms. Lena. Ms. Lena, are you able to see the screen, or is it still black for you? And Ms. Brittany, if you can let us know, chime in if it's still black for you. We may just have to reshare again. All right, we can see. I just want to make sure everyone is getting out what they want to get out of this presentation.
Looks like Brittany can see. Let's see what Lena says. Awesome. All right. Okay, Stephen, you think I should wait for a second until she jumps back in? What you think?
Let's give it about a minute or so.
Okay. Thank you, Brittany, for sharing a tip or trick in the chat. There she is.
There she is. Hello, Ms. Lena. Can you see our screen now?
The welcome screen. Do you want me to reshare again, Stephen, and see if that helps?
Yeah. Go ahead and reshare and see if that helps.
Okay. Let's do share. There we go. This. Okay. How's it going now?
She says she can see it now. Okay.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Lana, for your patience. We appreciate you. All right, so here is Flip. After you create your free account, set up your profile, etc., you'll want to go ahead and start your first group. And remember, your group is like it's a community. So it's like your classroom, maybe it's a PLC, etc. So this is like the hub or the home page of your Flip account. So up here, in the top left-hand corner, you will see the word group next to a plus sign. So you're going to click that and then click create a group. And then you need to make some decisions here. So this is where you get to choose the type of group that you would like to build. Is it specific to your classroom? Is it possibly a club or an organization? Is it just for friends and family? Is it a PD, professional development type group? Or would you like to create your own? I'm going to do classroom since I'm going to build one for Ms. Store's class. But this is just based on the purpose behind why you're building your group. So I'm going to click on classroom. And then you're going to choose your age range. So let's say that I am a elementary age teacher. I'm going to select this bubble here and then click next. All right, now you get to have some fun and design the banner that goes at the top of your group. Let's give it a name first. So we're going to call this Miss Store's Classroom. Okay, and then you get to choose a cover image. You can go with featured. This right here, which you can't see, it looks a little light on my end, but this little area here that looks like it's blank, you can actually pull in an image that you've designed. Maybe you designed it in Adobe Express. Maybe you designed it in Canva. You can pull it in here, or you can use one of their already pre-populated images. They've got featured, art, nature, people, and textures. You can choose the one that matches your theme. I'm going to go back to featured, and I'm going to go with this first one here with the books. And there we go. After you choose your banner image, you're going to click Create, bottom right-hand corner. And then it's going to give you this screen here. And it's okay if you X out of this. I'll show you how you can find it again. But this is how you can make some more decisions based on how you would like to share this with whomever your audience is, whether it's students, teachers, or families. So right here, it says there's an invite link. And the really cool thing is you can click on Edit, and you can actually change the back half of that link. It's going to auto-populate some number-letter combination, but you can change it to fit your needs. Maybe it's the name of the teacher. I bet you store is taken. How about 2? How about 3? There we go. So you can do store 3, and that may be something that your students can remember just a little bit easier than that letter number combination that you saw before. And then you've got some more options here. When you share this, can anyone with the link join, or is it only people that you approve? Once again, completely up to you. And then you also want to come here where it says more invite options. You can invite by Google Classroom. If it's your first time doing this, it's gonna link your classroom here, and then you can select your class from a pull-down menu. You can invite by email. I really like this one. If all of your students are using school emails with a specific domain, like for example, I was a former teacher at Montgomery ISD, and all teachers and students had that particular domain. And so as long as I put the email domain here, if a student used that, they would be able to get in pretty quickly. You can also add by usernames. This one takes a little bit longer because you're going to have to either upload a file to generate those usernames, or you do it by manually one at a time. But if you choose to do this, just know you won't be able to share an invite link, and you won't be able to do by email or by Google Classroom. It kind of turns those settings off. So just be aware of that. You can also share this by clicking on the QR code that you see right here. And that's going to allow you to display a QR code for users to scan, or you can download it to your computer and share it maybe in Google Classroom or wherever you want to share it at. Lots of options here, so you choose. If you X out, don't worry. You can always find it right here where it says share, and you can pull up that same box again. All right, so here we are in the group. Once again, this is the group, the community, Miss Store's Classroom. You'll notice up here at the bottom, it shows the owner of this group. This is going to give you some analytics on the responses and hours of discussion. You will also see right here where it says lead. Once you start to add members to your group in Flip, you can make maybe a co-teacher a lead on it, so they can also come in as kind of a group admin and make some changes here as well. But you won't be able to do anything with that until you have members. Once you have members, you can click where it says one member, and you'll see your members listed, and then you can click the 3 dots next to them, and you can add them as a co-lead. If you ever want to change this banner here, 3 dots, and this is kind of universal throughout Flip. They did this so they made it easy on you and students or users. The 3 dots are always going to take you to some edit options, to a menu. So wherever you see those 3 dots, click it and get curious. Chances are you're going to find what you're looking for. Oh, let me go back here. You will see the join code up here. You will see an invite link. I guess I didn't save the store 3, but it would show store 3 right here. And then Flip is also going to give you 3 topics it thinks that you would like to use. You do not have to keep these topics unless you want to, but it's going to give you a topic for introductions, a topic for general, and a topic for a weekly check-in. Once again, Miss Storer's class is what's considered the group. This is the community. Your topics are things that are going to spark conversation. Okay, so this is what the weekly check-in looks like. It says a space to share about your week with the group. What are some things that went well, etc. And then the students can click the record button and they can share their voice. Now, if you don't want these topics, you want to build your own, or I'll show you where you can find some. It's kind of like Pinterest for Flip. But if you don't want these, remember those 3 dots are going to give you some more options. Click the 3 dots and just delete the topic. Are you sure? Yes, delete. So just know you don't have to keep the ones that they suggest. You can add your own as well or alongside. All right, so that's how you create a group. Now, let's talk about how you're going to add a topic. So I'm going to click this plus sign over here on the right-hand side, that pink shape that you see there. And that's going to be how we add a topic, something to spark some conversation. And I'm going to do a topic called Math About Me. So a little activity where students can share some numbers that relate back to their life, etc. So you put your title here, and I always encourage teachers. I know you probably want to do all this that you see right here first, but go ahead and check out your settings first. Your settings live up here, top right-hand corner. I'm going to click on settings, and these are all preference. So you just choose the ones that work best for the students that you serve, for the purpose that you built this for. So right now this topic is active. You can set a start and an end date. You can also turn this radio dial on right here, and that means you're going to moderate activity. So if a student posts a video, you are able to check it first to make sure it's appropriate, and then you can allow it to go live. This is a great one for junior high, even elementary, even high school, but this is completely up to you. Closed captions are going to be listed here. I love that that's a part of Flip. Do you want to allow members to leave comments on responses? This is completely up to you. And when it comes to responses, when students respond using the camera feature, which I'm going to demo for you in just a bit, do you want students or users to be able to attach links, download and share? Do you want them to be able to add likes, to see a display view count? I know that a lot of our students love this. It's like being on YouTube or TikTok, but also sometimes it's not the best thing for students to be able to see likes on videos and their view count. So you make those decisions when you set these up. When it comes to camera, and you're going to see why these settings are here in just a bit, because the camera has so many cool features. There are some things you can turn on and turn off. Once again, completely up to you. Do you want them to be able to add text, drawings, sticky notes, GIFs, backdrops? These can all be turned on and turned off. And you can even add a guest password if you want families and guests to be able to join the group to just view. And you'll just turn this little button on here, and then you'll type in a password. Okay? Now, as you're starting to create your topics, if you find that you're using the same settings over and over again, guess what? Down here at the bottom, you can save these changes to always be your default, no matter what. Okay? And then you click Create Topic. I'm actually going to go back in here because I wasn't done editing. 3 dots. All right, so there are the settings there. Okay, so here I am back where I was creating the topic. I have my title. Let's add a description. I'm going to copy it and paste it just for time reasons. There we go. Here's my description. All right, so this activity is called Math About Me, and it says math is all around you. Introduce yourself to your classmates by using math. For example, Miss Storer is 42 years old and she has 2 dogs. What are some other ways that you can use numbers to introduce yourself? Have fun. Okay, so that's the topic description. Now you can add some different pieces to support your students. You can import an image from your computer, and this is going to I can't remember if it's on the right or the left side. It's going to be right next to the description is where this piece is going to live, this topic media. You can record a video. So you as a teacher could record a video giving students these same instructions. You could pull in a Bitmoji, a GIF or a GIF, however you choose to say that, or some stickers. You can upload a video from your computer. You can even attach a YouTube video. I don't believe this is a workaround. So if students already cannot access YouTube, I don't believe they're going to be able to access it here as well. You can also add attachments. Maybe it goes to a Google Doc or a Jamboard or a Microsoft Word or a Microsoft Whiteboard, etc. I'm going to do a GIF. Let's search for math. I love this one right here. There we go, and click add. And there it is. Now you have to make decisions. How long do you want users to be able to record? You can go all the way to 10 minutes, but do you want to give your kiddos 10 minutes to record? So you get to choose how long you want them to share their voice. It defaults to 1 minute, 30 seconds, but you can choose another time if needed, okay? And you can also save these changes to your default settings. And then I'm going to click update topic. All right. Now, another thing that I love that is built into Flip is Microsoft's Immersive Reader. Anywhere that you see this icon, whether it's in a Microsoft tool or a piece of technology that Microsoft has partnered with, that means you can use it. What does Immersive Reader do? It makes the text on your screen more readable. So now that I've pressed that button, anything that's text, I can have read aloud to me.
Math about me.
And there's some settings you can play with down here, some voice settings. You've got a few menus in the top right-hand corner. Text preferences, I can make the text larger or smaller. I can increase or decrease the spacing. There are 3 fonts that I can choose from. Microsoft chose these fonts intentionally because they're really great for learners, all learners, but learners with reading difficulties. Comic Sans gets a bad rap, but it really is one of the better fonts out there for that purpose. If you've ever worked with students who required colored overlays, guess what? You can add those in here at just the click of a button. This middle menu, grammar options. If you're an ELA teacher, you're going to love this. You can turn on syllables, parts of speech, and you can even show the labels. The last menu is probably my favorite, the reading preferences. You can turn on line focus and it will read it line by line.
Math is all around you.
Come back to that same menu and turn it off. The picture dictionary is defaulted to be turned on. And what that means is if a student clicks on a word like dogs, they will be able to see a clip art picture of that word and hear it.
Dogs.
Great, great resource, great built-in feature. And then the translation piece. I can actually come to this pull-down menu and I can translate this entire document or this entire text that you see here into Spanish. And I can do it by word or document. Not only does it translate the entire page, it reads it in that language.
Matemática sobre mí.
And it doesn't sound robotic, it sounds natural, it's just fantastic. This is brand new. I have not dived into how this works in Immersive Reader. Stephen, have you checked this out yet?
I have. It will then turn on and it will work the same way as Reading Coach or Reading Progress works within Microsoft Teams.
Very
So
cool.
it would listen to the student and yeah.
Awesome. Love that it's built in there. So that's Immersive Reader. It's built in to Flip. So if the student ever sees that icon, just let them know that's how they can get to it. Now, you see another share button here. My friends generally call this the share-o. When you click on the share-o, you can actually just share a link to this topic versus the entire group. So it's completely up to you. All right, and you've got some more options down here below. And the 3 dots, click it and get curious. You will see some other options here as well. Now, this is what the student view is going to look like. I'm going to click copy. Let's do an incognito window. I hope you can still see that. There we go. So depending on how you set up how students get in or users is how this screen's going to look right here. So I'm going to click continue with Google. I'm doing it by email. And then I'm just going to type in my email. Okay, oops. I know I just changed this. There we go. Oh, I love this two-factor authentication, but it pops up when I don't want it to. But it's a good thing. If you don't have it, I would recommend it. All right, there we go. All right, so this is what it looks like for students. They're going to have the instructions that are listed right here, and then they're going to see a record button, okay? Now, if it was a moderated topic, when they posted it, it would say something like this is being moderated or some sort of disclaimer, and then when the teacher watches it, she'll be able to make it go live, okay? So this is what the student view is going to look like. All right, so let's talk about the camera. The camera is pretty cool, and they just dropped a literally brand new feature as of, I think, last week. I'm going to click on the record button here. Also know as a teacher, you can record videos outside of topics and groups. You could just come up here to where it says camera, and you could record a video that records your screen just to share, and it lives in your My Video library. Just know you can do it outside of all of this in case that's something that you would like to do. But let's take a look at the camera. All right. When you first open the camera, let's allow all the things. Yes, yes, yes. When you, it's probably about to make my computer so angry. Let's see if it does it for me. When you open the camera, you will be able to see top left-hand corner, the instructions. So the students can click here and they can see the instructions listed here. Okay. I wish it was going to show my face, but chances are it's not going to happen because I'm in Teams. Here, hold on. I wonder if I turned my camera off
have a
here.
secondary camera. Yeah.
Let's see if it will let me. I was hoping it would just come on naturally.
Look at your camera icon in the Omnibox or the
Oh, I
address
see
bar,
it. Yep.
and then you may have to change it
Camera.
there if it will allow you. But if you only have one camera, then it's
Just
only going to see that one
one.
camera.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, imagine my face on the screen right now. You don't need to see it for me to show you what this camera can do. So you'll be able to make some decisions down here too when you start. There's the time limit that I'm going to give my kiddos. And then you have create, video, and audio. The create mode allows you to record only the camera effects that you want to use. It will have access. Your access to your camera and your mic are going to be turned off. So it's just using graphics, camera effects to build something, okay? Video is the OG. That's what's been around forever. When you do video, it records your face. It records different pieces that you add, etc. And then audio, that's the piece that allows students to just record their voice. They can still bring in stickers. They can add what's called a lens. Oh, it's probably not going to work though. Let's see. So if you use lenses, this is pretty neat. Let me see. What it's going to do is it's going to show the lens on the screen, sometimes overlaid over the student face, and it follows. So even if you move, the lens is going to stay covering that student's face. There's no face on here, so we can't use that. Let's go back to this one right here. Let's turn that one off. I don't want to do a lens right now. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to stick to video. That records both the video and audio from your device's camera and mic. This is the default mode as soon as you open. Now, one of the newest features that just dropped, once again, there's those three dots. Click and get curious. When you click those dots, guess what's there now? The teleprompter, which means you can have running sentences and words on your screen so you don't have to, oops, out of that. So you don't have to memorize if you don't want to. So if I clicked on these three dots and clicked teleprompter, this is going to pop up right here and I can type what I want to say. And as I'm recording, I know, did you know, is this new to you, Stephen?
Now that is new to me. I know someone was talking about it the other day.
Yeah, and you can move it. It's not going to record as you are recording, but it will be there. There's even the scroll speed time here, a font size, and then this is where you press play once you're ready. So get all your stuff on the screen, maybe start your video, and then press play, and it will be there for you. And it's kind of see-through, transparent, so you can see what's behind the screen as well. This has always been there. This little sticky note. This is the way that I've always done it when I had to write or type my script. I would use the sticky note. I would move it right under the camera so they wouldn't know that I was looking at a script. The 3 dots as well will also allow you to mirror your video, mute if needed, and even record your screen. Okay. Integrated. Ooh, let's try this. Hold on. Oh, I think I did it. Okay, let me turn this camera off over here. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Go up to my 3 dots. Yeah, I clicked and got curious. Camera, HD Pro webcam. Come on. Yay. Okay, here we go. All right, so once again, here are all the fun things you can add to it. You could do a backdrop. Just be aware, this backdrop is going to run your computer warm. It's going to slow down some things, etc. So just know if you choose one of these fun backdrops here, it might be a little laggy depending on the device that you're using. Some of these backdrops are static, so they don't move, like this one here. Some of them you're going to notice have a play button on them, and they are, ooh, I'm not sure I could do that one. That's a little
I love
busy.
that disco feel and then the sky. Yes.
Yes, this is good. This is awesome. I'm going to turn it off just to make sure it doesn't make my Wi-Fi too terribly mad. So those are some backdrops that you can add in. And then lens, let's see if this works. Okay. What it's supposed to do, I don't see a, oh, that's just the frame. Okay. I thought something was going to cover my face, but oh, there we go. Okay. So if you choose something like this and you keep moving, guess what? Your students can keep talking and sharing, but something's covering their face. So it's another built-in feature that allows students to be more comfortable while on camera. Love it. Okay. All right. Let me get out of here. So once again, this is the backdrop. These are the lenses, like frames or something to overlay over your face to make it a little bit more comfortable. All right. Here are some other things you can add. You have this entire menu over here on the right-hand side. If you haven't noticed yet, this camera has a lot of bells and whistles, which is why those settings might come in handy so you can prevent your kiddos from using specific ones. There's the text feature here, and you can choose from these different fonts. Let's go with this neon. You can change the color, the stroke as well. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, so I'm going to do Amy, store. Once you click out, you can then move it, resize if needed, just like that. I like to get my video and frames all set up and ready to go before I start to videotape. There we go. You can also draw. Kids love this. They love to draw. There we go. So maybe they're going to draw an arrow like that. You can also bring in some stickers. Okay, so maybe if I'm sticking with the math about me, maybe I'm going to talk about how many dogs I have. So let's look at what dogs we have here. Cute. I'm going to move that pupper right there. You can resize, rotate, flip, whatever you want to do. You can pull in a GIF if you want to. These might be blocked. Oh, look at that dog one. These might be blocked. GIFs or GIFs may be blocked in your district, so just be aware of that. It may not be an option. I love it. There's a filter. I love fun filters. Who doesn't love fun filters? I kind of like that one. Not bad. I'm going to go with this one. All right. You can then come here to this board. This one's really, really neat. What it's going to do is once I click a board like paper, notebook paper, it's going to move me to the side. Let's move my little puppies over here. There we go. And this is a place where I, as a student now, as I'm recording, could be sketching or sharing my knowledge, etc., all right here in this space by picking up that draw tool, just like that. I'm going to get out of board view. There we go. We did board, and then you can also upload a photo from your computer. Let's see if I have any pictures downloaded. Oh, here's something we made recently. I'll add that. So you can bring in some pictures. We did that in Adobe Express recently, Stephen and I. There we go. All right, so then when you're ready, you just press this button in the center. It's going to give you a countdown, and then you start. And then you talk, share what you want to share, and hit pause. Here's the cool thing. That was a clip. If I wanted to now go straight into audio or delete some of these and add some new ones. Once you press that record button again, it creates a new clip. So you can make clip after clip after clip that it looks like it would have taken you forever in a program to do. But just know as you're doing that, here, I'll show you. Talk, 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 talk. All right. It's also going to show you how much time you have left. And then you click next when you're ready. So you can see my clips are going to be here. Oh, see, it switched over. So you can build different clips if wanted. And another really cool thing, look at this. You can add in some music. This is fun. I'm going to click add music. I don't know why I can't hear anything though. Am I muted? Was I muted? Maybe my camera wasn't on. Imagine me talking. All right, I'm going to add some music. Let's do. Sure, we'll add that one. You should be able to hear my voice, but you can't. All right, and then when you're ready, click next. You can add a caption, and Flip they do me dirty every single time I record, and they give me the most awkward, what I call like the cover of my album. Look at my face. I look bored. So just know you can come in here and click edit cover, and you can select a frame from your video if you wanted to, maybe of me smiling. We'll do, I don't want to, I want to show you the rest of them. Okay, edit cover. You can take a selfie, you can upload a photo, and you can even add a name tag. So I could just do take a selfie. I want to filter though. Let's bring out my filters. All right, awesome. All right. Here we go, confirm. Much better. You can add a caption if you want to, include a link as well, and then you post to topic. Keep it open, don't close it. It'll give you some fireworks to let you know that you're done, and you can click go to topic. And now here is my math about me for the rest of my classmates to see, etc. Let me turn my camera back on over here. There we go. All right. So that's how you can make a group and also build a topic and what it looks like for when the students use the camera. Now, if this is brand new to you and you've not used Flip before, where can you find what I call the Pinterest of Flip? If you come up here to the top right-hand corner where you see your avatar, that's your profile picture, click on it and then click on Discovery. I love, love, love the Discovery library. I'm going to click there. And one of the first things that you're going to see are any sort of events that are coming up. They have live events that your students can actually tune into. So for example, from an author, maybe it's an artist, maybe it's a tribute like this one to Miss Coretta Scott King. And you can actually register for these events and you can attend it live with Flip, or you can scroll down a tiny bit and you can see some of their on demand, some of the events that have already passed. Okay, so that's Flip events. If you scroll down just a tiny bit, you'll see topic of the day, wonder of the day. Stephen knows how much I love Wonderopolis. They're partners with them. You can even browse by subject area if you're looking for something specific. Partners are really great. This is where you can go find museums, all kinds of places to go visit, take virtual field trips. You've got some inspiring creators, and then scroll down just a tiny bit more and you can actually search like you were on Pinterest. So I can search by subject. What about geography? You can choose the specific type of community. I'm going to do elementary. You could even type in and search for specific things right here. So I can click on any of these, like for example, how about this one about earthquakes? There's that immersive reader built in again. So someone has created this for me. I don't have to do anything. The topic has been made for me. I can read it, see if I like it, and then all you have to do is click add topic. When I click add topic, I can add it to a group I've already created, or I can create a new group, or I can save it. I'm going to do add to your groups, and I'm going to select the group. I'm going to go to Miss Stora's classroom, save to group, boom, done. All right, let's go to my topic. Here's the one that I just added. Here, I'll show you in the group itself. Here's the group we just created. There it is, types of earthquakes. Now that I've added it, I can also click the edit pin and I can edit and customize to fit the needs of my students. But someone, that educator, whomever she was or he was, created it all for me and I can use it with my students now. All right, so that's a little bit about Flip, a little bit of how to get started with Flip and how to go find some pre-made topics. If you have any questions about it, let us know in the chat. But I hope you were able to learn some new or newer features of Flip, and I can't wait to see where you go with that. Awesome. So glad you were able to see the screen and see all the goodies. Thanks, Lana. All right, Stephen, do we have any closing slides to wrap us up by chance?
Awesome. Well, thank you, Miss Amy, for showing the love of Flip. And I almost wanted to say Flipgrid,
Mm-hmm.
Flip,
Mm-hmm.
which is an awesome tool. And I know that they are making changes. And I'm for one to know that when I started using Flipgrid back in the day, and just recently they changed the name to Flip, and they came up with different things like that teleprompter and putting, I call it layering, right? Layers, how
Mm-hmm.
you had your book cover and your good GIF in the middle of the corner. So as I'm talking as a student, I can be pointing over there like
Mm-hmm.
your niece did. Hey, do you see that block of coal right there? Right. So we can have learning to start to come alive, not only for us as instructors, but for students to be interactive. So thank you so much for helping us to dive into this program, Flip Out with Flip. I would say that if you like what you've seen, pass this on to your colleagues when you receive the information or your email tomorrow with your certificate, and we'll also have the link to the video. We will have one more session coming up, and that's going to be storytelling, digital storytelling using Microsoft Sway. So if you don't know what Microsoft Sway is, you may want to start to dig into it now, but or you can wait until April when we show you what it is. But feel free to share this with your colleagues, and talk to your principal or your district and let them know that Friday is doing some great things, and where you can have us to come in for your conference or whatnot. And so I would like to share this, Miss Amy, if you don't mind, because I need them to know this, that if you do not get, and I am sharing my screen, so can you see it, Miss Amy?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay. So anytime we come before you, and Microsoft requires us to do this, to give you a redemption code where you can redeem it for Microsoft Learning and earn badges in the Microsoft Learn community. And so right now, you see on my screen, I tried to create the code for today, but there was some technical difficulties. So, you keep trying and keep trying and keep trying to where I have alerted the right people. Microsoft has been notified, and there is a case for it. And so, too, when we do send out our emails, we try to include that redemption code. So hopefully, before I send it in the morning, uh, everything will be working, and you can get the code also in your email. But if not, we would definitely send you a certificate. And when the code starts working and become available, we do have a list of you who have joined in Microsoft Teams, and we will send that to you. And so I have nothing else. And so, Miss Amy, do you have anything else?
No, thank you both for being here with us, and we hope to see you again soon.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.